What's good, y'all? Your boy Elisocray in the building, man. Coming at you with another one. Today, y'all, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about the Jake Paul McGregor fight. You know what I'm saying? Who I think will win. You know what I'm saying? And what this fight even actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jake Paul, if you guys do not know who Jake Paul is, I'm pretty sure you goddamn know who Jake Paul is. But if you don't know who Jake Paul is, he is a YouTuber. He's a pretty huge YouTuber. Also a Disney Channel star. You know what I'm saying? And Conor McGregor is a pro MMA fighter. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jake Paul want to fight Conor McGregor, man. Conor McGregor is also one of the greatest fighters ever. You know what I'm saying? And I find it type funny how his brother Logan Paul is trying to fight Floyd Mayweather, the greatest boxer in the world. And then you have Jake Paul trying to fight Conor McGregor, the greatest MMA fighter in the world. Like, it's weird, man. It's obviously doing this for one thing and one thing only, and that is money. Obviously. Do Jake Paul think he gonna win against McGregor? No. Hell no. It's not gonna happen. Like, Jake Paul, bro, like, I understand you've been boxing for like what, 3-4 years. I understand that, but you gotta understand McGregor been doing this his whole life. He has way more fighting experience than you. Way more fighting experience than you. He actually fought Mayweather as well. He put up a good fight with Mayweather. That was actually a good fight with Mayweather. Like that, I was actually shocked. I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I did not expect that at all. I thought he wasn't gonna know what he was doing. Like, I thought it was gonna, like, Floyd was gonna get the best of him, but that was actually a good fight in my opinion. You feel me? So it's like Jake Paul, man. You over here beating little dudes. You over here beating Elisocray Gibb. That dude, bro, little dude. You over here fighting Deji, KSI brother, little dude. And then you fought Nate Robinson, another little dude. Like, you fighting these little people, you knocking them out, and you thinking you big shit. You thinking, oh, I'm the man. You know. And they're trying to call out these big boxers. Like, bro, you are going to get knocked the hell out. You're going to be humble, just like Nate Robinson. You are going to be humble, bro. It's like, you got to calm down. But like I said, they are most likely doing it for the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? They know they're going to get their ass beat, but they just doing it for the money. You feel me? They're trying to get rich as hell at a young age, you know what I'm saying? And retire from all the bullshit. And I respect it, but it's like, boxing is a dangerous sport. You don't know if you're going to make it out that ring alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no amount of money is worth your health. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no amount of money is worth your health. Like, you don't know what could happen in that ring. Like, this is no joke. This is no joke. You feel me? You calling out the greatest already. You don't even really got experience. Like, they have some experience, but it's not like you don't have a lot of experience. Like, you haven't been doing it long enough. You just out here calling the big shots already, man. Like, that's how you get hurt. You gotta calm down. There's levels to it. You gotta work your way up. You feel me? So, like I said, man, I feel like Jake Paul just reaching. He's reaching. He's just trying to. He beat 3 people, man. Little people. Like, I literally could beat myself. You know what I'm saying? No down to play to myself, but I literally could beat these people up myself. Nate Robinson and Elisocray Gibb and Deji, bro. I beat them up myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, you can't beat these people up and really consider yourself a pro fighter. Like, he think he's a pro fighter because he's labeled a pro fighter because no headgear, so that makes him a pro. Bro, that don't mean you a pro fighter, though. To these pro fighters, they looking at you, man. They laughing at you. They just see you as this YouTuber, man. You just gotta, like, you gotta stay in your lane. You can't just be, like, calling big shots like this out of nowhere, man. So, he's gonna learn, though. If he do get this fight, he will learn, man. He will learn. He will mess up his little pro record he has. And yeah, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it might discourage him a little bit too as well. Now, do I think this fight will happen? Man, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like probably. I feel like there's more of a chance of this fight happening than not happening. Why? Because the amount of money in it and the amount of publicity in it. Like, Jake Paul is one of the largest internet celebrities in the world. And I feel like so him being that type of person of influence, him having so many followers, there's going to be a lot of money in that. Like the more engagement, the more money you gonna get. Like you ever get a sponsor for YouTube, and you a big YouTuber, you get a sponsor, the checks be big, and if you're a smaller YouTuber, you get sponsored, the checks is way smaller. So it's one of those things, man. It's gonna be a lot of money because a lot of people gonna want to see the fight, which means a lot of people gonna be willing to buy the tickets, even if they're expensive. So yeah, so I mean, if McGregor, because that's what these people really about is the money, but the way Jake Paul is going about it, like disrespecting Conor McGregor's wife and his friends and stuff like that, like really reaching, McGregor might not even accept the fight. He might see Jake Paul as doing too much, like, because he's presenting himself as being thirsty. So McGregor might just be like, nah, turn it off. Because McGregor got money at the end of the day. He don't need $50 million. You know what I'm saying? He probably make that in a year. He don't need $50 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got money already. You feel me? So I feel like he don't really care like that. So there's a chance that this fight might not happen. There's a chance it will. Like maybe McGregor is a little money hungry, and you know what I'm saying? He want the piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? The publicity. Maybe he just want to beat Jake Paul and just shut him up. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? So like there's a chance, there's a possibility it could happen. There's a possibility that it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? I heard that McGregor had a fight coming up already, so he wasn't able to fight Jake Paul right now. But maybe in the future he could fight Jake Paul. Yeah, man, Jake Paul's trying to go after McGregor's friend, Dylan Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Reaching for a fight there. I feel like that fight is definitely most likely to happen, if anything. I feel like that fight will most likely happen rather than Jake Paul and McGregor. I feel like the Jake Paul and Dylan Dennis will happen. Just because Dylan Dennis is much smaller. And yeah, they really have beef. I feel like Dylan really want to fight Jake Paul, and Jake Paul want to fight Dylan. So I feel like that will really happen. Then Jake Paul just pulled up on Dylan and threw some toilet tissue rolls at him. That shit was funny. Well, yeah, so I feel like that happened. Then Jake Paul said he hooked up with his girlfriend and all this stuff. And then Dylan was making stories on Instagram calling Jake Paul pussy and all this stuff. And yeah, I feel like there's something there. Like with Jake Paul and Conor, I feel like there's nothing there. I feel like Jake Paul knows there's nothing there. That's why he's trying to reach so much, so he could try and make something. You know what I'm saying? So he could piss off McGregor, which is a good tactic. You know what I'm saying? It's good for publicity as well, for trying to hype it up and trying to get McGregor to respond. But it's not working as of yet. It might not work at all. We'll see what happens, man. But is Jake Paul gonna win that fight if it was to happen? Hell no, man. He's not gonna win the fight, man. Jake Paul knocked out 3 people, and they're small people, man. They're little boys, man. Like, you get no props for that. That's nothing, man. You fighting people smaller than you, man. Fight somebody your own size. You haven't fought nobody your own size yet. Like, come on, like you can't get respect for those fights. Like those fights don't count. That's probably why these boxers not responding, because they like, man, you know what I'm saying? That don't count. You can't fight these little people and then act like you big shit, because you're not, bro. You not. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm not hating or nothing. I'm just keeping it real. Like, it's just what it is. So that's just what it is, man. But that's my thought on that, man. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment box, man. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, my fight predictions if the fight was to begin, how I think it will go. I actually think Jake Paul will get knocked out. In this type of fight, I think Jake Paul will get knocked out. Now, in the Logan Paul Mayweather fight, I think that fight, nobody will get knocked out. I think that would just be a fight that goes the distance because of Mayweather fighting style. He's more of a laid-back person. He just worried about getting his shots, being accurate, and that's it. He don't really try to go for the knockout like that unless he get the opportunity. Logan Paul, I feel like he might be trying to move in and get the knockout, but I feel like he might be a little scared too because he know he's fighting one of the greats. He want to get knocked out. I feel like he try to keep his distance too. You know what I'm saying? He try to use his reach advantage and keep him back. So I feel like that'll just go the distance. It'll be boring type. You know what I'm saying? And the Jake Paul McGregor, I feel like because of Jake Paul talking about his wife and all this extra stuff, I feel like that fight right there will be a little aggressive. I feel like McGregor will be going for the knockout for real. And I feel like, yeah, Jake Paul will get knocked out within the second round. Maybe even the first round, he get knocked out. So I feel like that's a knockout fight. It's going to end bad for Jake Paul. I don't see Jake Paul beating Conor McGregor. I don't see it happening whatsoever, man. Whatsoever. And that's just my opinion. That's my humble opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own. That's just me. I don't see it happening. Like, I just can't see it happening. It just won't happen, bro. Yeah, and that's that, man. Yeah, that's that. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.